साडीत जीवनाच्या गाडीत ना दिवस बघे ना रात्र ना ऊन किंवा पाऊस वेळेच्या पुढे चालते जणू वाऱ्याशी बोलते रोजचं आहे हे तर रोजचं आहे
आणि कपडे खराब होणं
हे पण रोजचं आहे.
रोज चमकणाऱ्यांसाठी रिन बार जो देतो चमकदार शुभ्रता दररोज रिन बार.
तर दिवसभर काल मीटिंग मध्ये होता. त्याच्यात माझे युट्यूबचे कंटेंट वापरत चालले. युट्यूब लाईव्ह आलं ना, युट्यूब लाईव्ह केलं ना मी. फक्त टेपची पाठवली ना मी, आलेली ना, घेतली ना माझ्याच्या कॉपी करून लिंक. ते हे याची लिंक, हां फीडबॅकची लिंक पाहिजे. हां माझा मोबाईल ॲक्सेस कर जा. नंतर काय करायचं आपल्याला आता, हां भुटकर सरांना पाठवून देऊ का लिंक? 10,000 आणि ही वाली हीच नंतर मग ग्रुपवर टाकून दे जा. आणि तो व्हिडिओ नाही केला मी, मॅडम तिथे केला मी त्यानंतर सरांना मी लिंक पाठवली. मॅडम युट्यूबवर काय चालू आहे ते पाहत जा बरं तुम्ही. आता ह्या लिंकवर आपल्याला प्रेझेंट करायचं आहे. मग आपल्याला ते स्टॉप प्रेझेंटिंग स्टॉप करून देणार आहे. त्यांना ऍक्सेस मी इथूनच देऊन देईन ना, की तुम्ही द्याल नंतर? तुम्ही ऍक्सेस देऊन दे जा. केलं 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 मी आज ग्रुपवर नाही, अजून 10:15 वाजता टाकू मॅडम. नाही ना, पहा ना तरी मी पाठवते. अच्छा ठीक आहे. याच्यात लिहायचं होतं मला. ते लिहायचं होतं मला. प्रेझेंटेशन फर्स्ट पेज. करा शेअर करून टाका. हे प्रेझेंटेशन मध्ये जाऊ वरची एक नंबरची. गेली का मॅडम? ती आली होती दिसली. ते मॅडम गुड मॉर्निंगचा याच्यावर मेसेज टाका बरं. काय होता तो सेशन विल स्टार्ट at 10:30. गुड मॉर्निंग किती असं होतं ते तुम्ही मला पाठवलेलंच आहे. हॅलो टीचर्स. हॅलो नाही ते तर त्याच्यानंतरच आहे. गुड मॉर्निंग पाहिजे होतं आपल्याला सेशनमध्ये स्टार्ट सून ॲट 10:30. होत्या मॅडम हे टाकले. मॅडम तुमचा एडिटर मला हे पाहायचं होतं की मला बाहेर न्यायचं होतं. आता पाहायला मॅडम युट्यूबवर काय दिसत आहे का? बंद करून परत चालू केलं. बंद करून परत आता मी हे जे टाकलेलं आहे ते स्क्रीन किती दिसते आपल्याला ते स्क्रीन जास्त महत्वाची. ते स्टॉप शेअरिंग दिसतच आहे ना. ते कसं कट करता येईल? कसं कट करू? खालचं कटलं तर नावं कटलं. बेनिफिट्स वगैरे पण कटले ना. आपल्याला एवढं मोठं केलं तर पूर्ण नाही दिसून आलं ना. आपलं कॉन्टेंट तर पूर्ण दिसलं पाहिजे. हे कोणतं नाव आलं? डेफॉल ऑन रिसर्च प्रेझेंट अँड इनोव्हेशन इन नाव टाकलं. नाव टाकलं. एवढं ठीक आहे मग मॅडम है ना. सर जॉईन नाही झाले का. विच आर द बेस्ट टाइप्स ऑफ आयफोन. मॅडम लिंक ग्रुपवर पाठवून द्या. 10-20 झाले. नाही तरी पण आपलं एक काम आहे ना. तुम्ही पाठवता की मी पाठवू. मी पाठवू. मी पाठवून देते. पण हे सरच तर नाही जॉईन झाले. मी मेसेज करते. मी ते टाईप ऑनलाईनच आहे. आले का सर. आले का. आता मॅडम तिला की नाही काय करा. आता हे रेस्ट्रिक्टेड आहे ना. हे काढून टाका. सगळ्यांना ऍडमिट होऊ द्या. म्हणजे एक करत बसा नाही राहत. त्याचे एक कशाला करतात. ऍडमिट सध्या होऊ दे ना. फक्त गणेश भुटकर सर आले का चेक करा. यार ये ना म्हणा तो यायला पाहिजे. तोच नाही उडाला. जॉईन आता पाहिला त्यांनी मेसेज माझा. सर नाही आले ना. सरांना होस्ट करावं लागते ना आपल्याला. मी डॉक्टर हो मराठी आहे. ब्राह्मण असेल तर हो. काही मिनिट अजून वेळ आहे म्हणजे सरांना जॉईन व्हायला. मी नाही काय. मी बंद केला. करू का जॉईन. दाखवू का व्हिडिओ. पाहिलं ना. उद्या अजून दाखवून देऊ. अश्विनी बुढादे. युट्यूबवर काय दिसत आहे आता. बरोबर दिसत आहे ना. माझा फक्त व्हॉट्सअप नाही दिसला पाहिजे. हा आपल्याला तो काय काय नसते का ते मुलेच. पाच मिनिटं वेळ आहे म्हणते. मेसेज केला. वेळ आहे ना आपल्या 10:30ला करायचे. 10:24 10:30ला झालं म्हणजे बस आल्याबरोबर काय होस्टच बनवून दे ना त्यांना. माहितीच पडते. चालू करते मी. हो, तर तिथून होत करता का? ते इथूनच करावं लागेल ना. म्हणजे प्रेझेंटेशन मध्ये आपल्याला ती वाली स्क्रीन काढून ठेवावं लागेल ना. हो हो, हीच वाली स्क्रीन खाली करावं लागेल ना. तर हीच कुठे नाही नाही नाही, इथं जावं लागेल आणि पटापट ते खाली यावं लागेल. मी करून टाकेल तेवढं मॅनेज. डॉक्टर रवी मुखर्जी आणि इंडियन अकॅडमी हे प्रोफेसर यांना कोऑर्डिनेटर होते का? हो. मॅडम याच्यात दुसऱ्या लोकांचे हे ऑन आहे, व्हिडिओ ऑन हे आहे, कॅमेरा जो ऑफ आहे. ऑल ऑल म्युटेड केलं तसं वर वर कॅमेरे पण ऑफ करून टाकायचे. मॅडम सध्या रिस्ट्रिक्ट नका करू ना, येऊ द्या ना सगळ्यांना, येऊ द्या. आपण एकेकाला मॅन्युअल किती करत बसणार आहे ना. आपली कॅपॅसिटी 100ची. ते आले का सर? बरं ठीक आहे, सेट करून द्या. का बरं दिसते का तर बाकीचे लोक पूर्ण 30 तुम्ही विचारा तर खरी की मॅडम कोणतं काम कोणाला पाहिजे. आणि करायचं काय होतं, इंटरनल तर दिलंच होतं ना. solve main issues. हो स्पीड का सब्जेक्ट आहे. सेशन विल बी स्टार्ट सून मेसेज करून दे पाहिजे. Good morning all. The session will be start soon. आला का माझा ते गेलं का आवाज? कनेक्शन गेलं इथं. मला काय करायचं? वडीचा कोणती तर तुम्ही ते यांनाच विचारा. ते सोनटक्के सर असतात किंवा हे इथे टाइमटेबल म्हणजे या टाइमटेबल मध्ये तुझ्या लक्षात नाही येणार टाइमटेबल 12:30 पासून असतात ना हे इकडे आली ना हे सेशन चालू आहे इथे. तुम्ही जेवत आहे का? या मास्टरला घ्यायचाच नव्हता ना. थोड्या वेळ थांबते ना 11 ड्यू टू सम टेक्निकल इश्यू सेशन विल स्टार्ट सून. हो हो त्यांचा नेट इश्यू आहे. इंटरनल ते इन्व्हिटेशन पाठवले नाही का? तर तू सांगणारच नाही तर पाठवणार जेव्हा ते तेव्हा काम झालं नाही व्यवस्थित बोलत नाही व्यवस्थित बोलत नाही. मी माझं काम केलं मला तुम्ही पॅरेंट्सने आणि सगळ्यांची इन्व्हिटेशन द्यायला लावली होती. मी तयार होते का ते विचारायला कुठे तेच टाकून देत होते. मग मी त्याला ते विचारायला आलेलं आहे तर मी करू का म्हणे नाही तुम्ही जाणून घ्या बोललो जाधव सरांनी मला मी बोलून दिलं मी फ्लायर जेव्हा पाठवून आणि तेव्हा त्यांनी मला फोन करते की तू अशी कशी फ्लायर पाठवून द्यायची की लोकांनी सांगितलं. मग आता हा भाऊ काय म्हणते? हा भाऊ मला म्हणते की इंटरनल इन्विटेशन भी आपके पास है तो आपने वो किया क्यों नहीं? आपने पूछना तो चाहिए. अरे काय पूछू तू कुठे असतो ते त्याच्याकडे मैंने लढणार बाहेर त्यांना बाहेर बी दिले. हा तेव्हा मी तिथं त्यांचं सगळंच बसून दिलं. त्यांना मी फॉर्मॅट सुद्धा आलेला नाहीये की कुठल्या फॉर्मॅटमध्ये इन्व्हिटेशन द्यायचं. करू तर फोन नाही कसं नाही फोन सर किती वेळ लागेल? बरं बरं, ठीक आहे सर. हो हो सर, हो. नाही ऑटोमॅटिक नाही होत मॅडम. रिस्ट्रिक्टेड आहे ना? ऍक्टिव्हिटीज का बरं दाखवत आहे तुम्हाला? सेटिंग नाही दाखवत आहे? इथेच असते ना सेटिंग? मग ऍक्टिव्हिटीज का बरं दाखवत आहे? हो रिस्ट्रिक्टेड. अजून 10 मिनिटं लागतील म्हणजे त्यांचं नेट डाऊन झालं. आता रिस्ट्रिक्टेड करा कारण 61. घेऊ का ऍडमिट करू का? आणि मग अगोदर नाही समजत ना काम करायच्या अगोदर की कसं सांगावं, व्यवस्थित सांगा, हा पाठवा ते पाठवा, ते नाही समजत मग त्याला. काय पूर्ण दिवस मीटिंग मध्ये गेला? काय शिकवलं मीटिंग मध्ये? बसून 12:30 वाजतापासून झोपले नाही. झालं मॅडम? झालं. चालेल. नाही नाही, काल तो ऑनलाईनच प्ले केलं. बंद करून द्या. युट्यूबवर काय दिसत आहे पहा. नाही येते. तुम्ही जवळचा होता नाही का? लावा ना व्हिडिओ मग प्रेझेंट करा ना. ते स्टॉक शेअरिंग करा, हे वाला याला स्टॉक शेअरिंग, ते वर स्टॉक प्रेझेंट दोन्ही याला. आणि आता त्या व्हिडिओवर लक्ष ठेवलं तो हे झाला, ते PR टोपे ह्याच्यावर ऐकायला येतेच ना युट्यूबवर का मॅडम ऐकायला येते? बंद करून चालू करा, पटकन बंद करायचं, पटकन चालू करून द्यायचं. आज इवाली स्क्रीन करून दिसत आहे. त्यांना होऊ द्या, ते 2 वेळा लॉगिन पोहोच करून टाका त्यांना. झालं पोहोच झाले. गुड मॉर्निंग ऑल.
Yes.
Are
Good
you
morning,
audible,
madam.
sir?
Hello. Can you hear me, madam? Hello.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Sir,
Good
shall I
morning. Can
start
you
the
hear
session?
me? Can you hear me? I am getting all the messages to admit people and that is disturbing me. Can you just handle this?
Yes, sir.
I am getting all the messages.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are visible. You are audible.
Okay. So how to proceed? Should I start?
Yes, sir. Shall I start, sir?
Okay, you can start.
Sir, your voice is very low.
Hello. Can you hear me? Hello.
My,
Can you hear me?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, you can start.
बरोबर आहे. My video audio is visible. Please make it on. केलं ना?
Hello.
Good morning, all. I, Professor Preeti Tizare, welcome to all on day 4 session on research proposal writing and AI tools in education and research. Today's speaker is Dr. Ganesh Bhutkar. Welcome, sir. Dr. Ganesh Bhutkar is an Indian usability researcher and academician. He is a professor and a coordinator Center of Excellence in Human Computer Interaction (HCI) and also Assistant Head Research Department of Computer Engineering at Vishwakarma Institute of Technology, VIT Pune. His research work is mainly focused on HCI, assistive technologies, and medical applications usability. He has PhD in HCI from Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay, and also has more than 25 years of experience in academic and research activities. He is an active member of ACM and Special Interest Group of Computer Human Interaction. He has received several international invitations, travel, research grant from Special Interest Group of Computer Human Interaction, EIT, AAS, and IFIP in a conferences and project in Europe, Asia, and Africa. He is an active sports person and founder secretary of Shrival Gymkhana. Sir, now I call Dr. Ganesh Bhutkar sir to start the session.
Okay, thank you, madam. So we can
Sir,
start
your
now.
voice is very low.
Madam, I'm okay. That I'll increase the voice, no problem. I'm getting the disturbance by all the entries, on my screen. Admit, admit, admit. So can you handle this? Hello, madam? Can you hear me, madam? Can you see the screen? Hello? Can somebody confirm?
Yes, sir.
Can you see the screen and are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. You are visible and audible also.
Okay. So I will start. So very good morning to all of you. Basically, I will start with my lecture, Recent Trends and Innovation in HCI. So I am from VIT and I work in human computer interaction. So in today's webinar, we are going to cover following things. What is the significance of this course called human computer interaction? What different specializations are available in HCI? Different case studies we will look at. The first one, design of alert app. Then there is another app called I+. So that case study we are going to look into. Then we'll talk about prototype design of bicycle safety app. Then design of NewNet Mom app. Then usability evaluation of tourism icons. And the last case study we are going to study is animal computer interaction. So even animals interact with computers and certain things are happening across the globe in that domain. Then different types of societies and organizations in HCI. Then we have developed Center of Excellence in HCI at VIT Pune. Some books which are published since 2020. Some research and travel grants that we have received and academic visits. And yeah, so this will be the outline of today's webinar. So let's start. So human computer interaction, HCI. HCI is a field of study which deals with design, evaluation and usage of computer technology. HCI is a perfect multidisciplinary course. So it deals with science, technology, art, business, management. So when you talk about HCI, you talk about mainly human sciences, okay, psychology, sociology, okay, and ethnography, such kind of human sciences we talk about. Apart from that, we talk about ergonomics, nowadays AI, computer science. Okay, so it's a quite interdisciplinary field. HCI course has a compliance with National Educational Policy 2020 by Government of India. It has very holistic and multidisciplinary approach. Okay, much open and broader course. Equitability and inclusivity. In HCI, we talk about all those emergent users we call, or disabled users or specialized users. Now, these users can include visually impaired people, hearing impaired people, then other types of disabilities. We can talk about poor people, underdeveloped countries where internet speed is not good. Okay, we can talk about mentally challenged people. So basically, we can talk about all those people who are not in the mainstream, such as prisoners, for example, which are in the jails, okay, or the patients which are on the bed. They are also called they are also called specialized users or emergent users. Why HCI? HCI is about doing things better. We want things around us using technology to be more easier, effective, and efficient. HCI can take some big problem and it can deal with the failures or threats of the application. So HCI is very solution oriented course, and it is focused on problem solving. HCI has good career opportunities, so you can UI, UX or product designers are in great demand. Now we'll look at the specialization in HCI. There are different specializations. So along with HCI, you can blend some other course and you can study, you can choose your specialization. First is accessibility computing or technology. So in this field, we talk about disability and aging. Aging means basically you become old. So after 60, 65, your interaction or interactive needs, challenges, they change. As well as those people who are disabled, their challenges, they have different types of challenges. So this specialization of accessibility computing or accessibility technology deals with that. Animal computer interaction. So animal centered application. So there are applications which are used by dogs, or there are applications which are used by monkeys, and there are different types of birds which interact with the applications. So we are going to talk about that later. So that's animal computer interaction or animal centered applications they are called. Okay, or it is also called animal centered computing. Computer supported cooperative work, CSCW. It is also called human computer human interaction. Okay, so here 2H, HCHI it is called. 2H signifies there are more human beings. So it's a group work. Okay, or social networking sites where there are communities or group of people working together. Cultural usability, here we talk about cultures, ethnography, globalization. So we know that cultures are different across the globe. Asians are different than Americans. Americans are different than Africans. Africans are different than Europeans, and Europeans are different than Chinese, and Chinese are different than Indians. Something like that in terms of geography, in terms of cultural aspect. So ethnography talks about the culture, traditions, okay, customs, and preferences of particular community. Globalization, it talks about global versus local, global versus local. So global means something which is called internationalization, or things happen at international level, whereas local, that means the things which happen in Maharashtra, local, Maharashtra, or maybe in Pune. Okay, so that's globalization. Gamification or games and play, it is called computer games and children. Gamification talks about including gaming approach to solve the problems and especially dealing with children. HCI and education, or it is called educational technology. So nowadays we are also involved in a process. Here we are interacting online. So basically this is learning technology. A lot of learning has shifted to online mode, okay, with availability of computing resources. So learning technologies are being developed, and that's called educational technology. HCI and visualization. You have a lot of data, you need to understand it, you need to present it to people. So we require something called data visualization and analytics, okay, to draw certain interpretations or to get certain knowledge out of it. HCI in IoT, Internet of Things applications. Recently, we have developed a smart bird nest. So we have used IoT thing into it, HCI and IoT. Human car interaction, autonomous and flying cars. Okay, they are being developed, and humans also deal with them. So basically, if you have such kind of autonomous or flying cars which are being developed, that particular field is called human car interaction. Human errors and safety, failures and critical interfaces. Human errors are extremely important. We know that we try to prevent errors, and still certain errors happen. So detection of errors, recognition of errors, and correction of errors, that's a challenge. And there is a separate field for human errors and safety, which deals with it. Human work interaction design, work environment and well-being. So basically, we'll talk a lot about the computing systems, but computing systems, they work in particular work environment around them. And then there is something called as a well-being of users. So all this is covered in human work interaction design. Intelligent user interface faces. So you have a lot of AI ML being used, okay, with mobile applications or web applications. Intelligent user interface. One example may be note recognition, currency recognition system, where you put a currency in front of the You can put a currency in front of the camera, mobile camera, and the mobile camera will detect the note. This can help even visually impaired people. So intelligent user interfaces are coming. Medical usability, healthcare and medical technology applications, lot of smart applications which are coming up, which will monitor your own health, or maybe it will help you in your fitness. So that's healthcare or medical technology. Usability. Next one is usability or user interface engineering. So users and their user experience is extremely important. You have to provide better experiences to the users, and then separate, specialization which deals with it. And then usable security. Usable security is basically usability, that means human computer interaction and cyber security coming together. So privacy and cyber security and basically HCI, they come together and there is usable security. So some of these specializations are available, and you can think of your specializations in this direction in your maybe masters or courses I do. Now I'm going to present you case study. This is the first case study that I'm going to present to you. Design of alert app. Design of alert app and related device for hearing impaired users in India and Afghanistan. So this was in collaboration with Afghanistan, University of Afghanistan, that is Bakhtiyar University of Kabul in Afghanistan, and it was presented in Asia Kai Symposium 2020. And we received a Best Paper Award in this. This is called Kai Award, and at least in HCI, it's very famous award. So we received the Best Paper Award in this category with highest scores. Okay, in Asia Kai 2020. Okay, so what is the exactly what was the research? We know that there are a lot of deaf people. So around the world, who says that 466 million people, they have problems with their hearing. This is the distribution. If you look at the numbers, we realize that the South Asia has maximum number of deaf people, 267. Out of 466, almost more than 55 to 60% people, they stay around the South Asian region. Now there are major functions which are used in different mobile apps as far as deaf people are concerned. Social connectivity, alert function, use of sign language, learning videos, voice to text conversion, sign language conversion. And then there are different types of features that we saw in the apps. Okay, so visual information display, okay, history of sound, SOS or panic button, the use of vibrations, self-training of sounds, alerts from different apps, screen color change, flashing, some external hardware like television, okay, which was used. Now sound alerts, there are different types of sound alerts. The most important sound alert in the life of deaf people is doorbell. Then there is, mobile phones or landline, then you have fire or smoke alarms, then loud noise, door knocks, okay, like that. Speech detection, like that. There are different types of alerts which are required. So we conducted a survey, okay, in Afghanistan. Now this language is a Pashto language. So Afghanistan has two major languages, Pashto and Dari. So this was conducted in Kabul, around Kabul in Afghanistan by our peer team there. So the questionnaire was designed. So one questionnaire was designed in Marathi and English. That was, the survey was conducted in India, and Pashto and Dari, that was conducted in Afghanistan. So two work environments were considered, home and office. Now this is basically Indian houses and Afghanistan houses. In Afghanistan, they don't use furniture much. In India, we use a lot of furniture like West. And just we try to study the culture of Afghanistan and India, how the houses are, what are the different types of food that we come across. Okay, and then we design this block diagram of alert device. You can see there the block diagram of alert device. It has four compartments. So you have sensors. Okay, so we tried to find out the doorbell, crying baby, fire alarm, phone ringing, and motion detector alarm. Okay. Then there was sound detection unit, sound pre-processing, sound classification and analysis in sound detection. And then there was a communication unit, so Wi-Fi, Bluetooth was used for communication. And then output unit, which might mostly it has a smartphone screen or a tablet or a smartwatch. Now these are the features of alert app. These were these are the icons which are used for doorbell. So if doorbell rings, what happens is on mobile phone doorbell will be shown to the deaf person because he is not able to hear it. So mobile phone will be showing this in the using our alert app. Then if there is a fire or smoke, it will be also known to this. If baby cries, it will also be known to it. Phone rings, it will also. And if there is any unwanted, undesirable motion happens inside the room, that will also be detected by the mobile phone. We also provided the sound log, which sounds were detected in near past. So this was the app. This was the app. Welcome to Sound Alert app. You can see here, and this was the screen. So if you want to start this app, you have to press here and you can start. You can stop using this. So once you start, it starts and it will be on. And if any sound is detected, particular icon will flash on the screen. So this was in the background, different types of sensors, Arduino Uno was there, Spark. And then, hello, I hope you are able to hear me. Yeah.
काय झालं सर हे स्टॉप का बरं झालं चालू आहे त्यांचा काहीतरी प्रॉब्लेम झाला गणेश ते लेफ्ट झाले त्यांचा नेटवर्क इश्यू आला There are some technical issues. Session will be continued soon. माझा आवाज गेला का? ऑन केला होता मी. You are talking. Your microphone is off. Turn on. Microphone off आहे म्हणते पण माझा. ही आहे ना. पण मी स्वतःही होस्ट आहे ना. आले 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 सर
Okay, let's start again. Now, the second presentation, the second case study is of iFree application, and it was presented in Kampala, Uganda in 2018. So this was the project which was implemented in collaboration with one IT company called Abansaver and the blind school in University of Pune. In fact, uh, this study, there are lot of blind, I mean the visually impaired people across the globe. In India, we have 15 million visually impaired people, and they have certain accessibility problems. They are not able to locate their items. They have difficulty in text data entry. They are not able to read data. They are not able to get sufficient feedback from mobile phones. So this app was developed. This app was developed called I Plus, and you can see some of the statistics. So we about 5,000 downloads were we had 5,000 downloads in 2018, and it was developed, as I told you, Center of Inclusive Education and Accessibility (SPPU) Pune and Abansaver Technologies Private Limited Pune. It was developed with both of these, and it was nominated for national award also. I had forgotten. It was nominated for national award in 2018 in the category of social welfare with disabled users. That time the downloads were like this. India and US has 1,000 plus, and then UK, France, Germany had about 200 each. Total downloads in 75 countries, 5,100. We were giving a presentation in Uganda, and there were 10 downloads even in Uganda that time. What kind of functionalities? It was a basic. It has a basic functionalities: calling, messaging, contact management, music through talkback facility. Then we had a phone shake feature to start the app. Now, if you know how a blind person will start this app, you have to shake the code, and the phone will start, the app will start. It supported both beginners and advanced users. Beginners, those who are new to technology, and advanced users who are habitual to. Okay, so basically, for beginners, it used to read all the things on the screen. That was first thing. So whatever is on the screen, that will be read to the user. And second thing, the speed of reading. So as a beginner, the speed of reading was little slower. If you are advanced user, then it used to take only the title of the screen. Which screen? You are on home screen. You are on home screen. The speed was almost triple. The reading speed was tripled. So it used to save the time. It had a simple UI with 4 large keys in gray color. So this was the app. This is the paper blotter app. This is the actual app. So the screen was divided into 4 quadrants, 4 corners, 4 quadrants. So effectively selecting an option was much easier. So you have user type, menu, help, and exit. So all screens had. Anybody has anything? Hello. Hello. So 4 options on the screen, and as a blind person, it was very easy for him to select, because you had 4 options. So 4 corners, 4 options, and they were read to the user. So we did usability evaluation of this using Nelson's heuristics and 5.0 center Likert scale using heuristic evaluation. And this you can see the major. The app was quite appreciated for aesthetics and help. Alpine documentation was not at all required. Aesthetically and minimized, it was minimized. It was a minimal design, so it was appreciated. It was also appreciated. It was criticized basically for two things: user control and freedom, unavailability of internet or Wi-Fi connectivity within the app. So when we start the app, we assume that there is an internet and there is a Wi-Fi is available. But then blind person doesn't come to know. So this was a problem with raised by the visually impaired people that we start the app should tell that the internet or Wi-Fi is available and it is connected. And lack of direct navigation facility to specific screen or functionality. Let's say you want to play the song, then you have to go through a lot of screens to reach the music. There was no direct navigation facility. You have to pass through certain screens. Okay, so that was the problem. Other problems which were about the consistency and standard, it was not compliant with the Android accessibility guidelines. Frankly speaking, we were not doing the guidelines that time, so we had no compliance with that. And unavailability of the facility for disabling app as well as its audio. So if you don't want to use the app, you should be able to disable it. So such facility was not provided. So you can see here these kind of screens. Some of the screens, options and keys requiring complex or multiple touches. You want to play, you have to press one, press a double play, cross. Forward, double touch, single touch, previous, something like so. We had some multiple touch, keys and that were not, that were not preferred by the visually impaired users. We had provided the user types, as I told you, beginners and advanced users. That was appreciated by the users. Now, inability of users to detect speech recognition dialog box. When to start speaking and when to stop. That was the problem. Okay. So many visually impaired users were not able to, know when to start speaking and when to stop. Okay, that was one of the problems. We had multilingual support in German and French. That was appreciated by the users. Okay, now we are going to move to the third project, and that is bicycle. This is bicycle app. Okay, this was sponsored by a company in Germany called Office. Just a minute. Yeah, so we received a grant from CCI, CHI, and Office. And the project title was Project Design of Bicycle Safety App. This company is in Oldenburg, Germany. And this paper was presented in a workshop called Interactive Technology for Cycling Mobile HCI. And we received about $1,000 from the workshop organizers, this office, to write this paper and to do this research. So they selected 12 participants from 3 continents, Asia, North America, and Europe. 6 countries were selected in Canada, US, India, Germany, Denmark, and Netherlands. And we had our team. We were 3 of us in our team. So this was our few interactions during the workshop. This was the bicycle. So we had 3 ultrasonic sensors detecting the motion and the direction of the speed of the vehicle behind. And we had this display screen, okay, with a panic light. So this was, yeah, you can see this circuit. You can see this. So you can see these LEDs. When the speed is normal, the green lights will, as this red lights will, so these 3 tells you the direction, the three columns, okay, they used to tell you the direction, and number of LEDs lit, they will tell you the speed of the vehicle behind you, okay, and this was on the handle, and there were sensors just below the seat. Okay, so this was the project. It was well appreciated and it was executed. And this was the first paper for which we got $1,000 from the organizers, and we worked on this for 1 semester. So this was one project. Then there was another project, next project called Neonat Mom. This was Android app for mothers of preterm neonats. Neonat means a baby which is less than 4 weeks is called a neonat. Now this was done with this University of Cape Town. We had a collaboration with Center for ICT for Development and University of Cape Town, South Africa. So since VIT does not have hospital, we had collaboration with Bharati Vidyapit University Hospital, then University of Cape Town, South Africa, and it was funded by African Academy of Sciences. We were given $3,500 for this project. Now, South Africa and India, their numbers are very close to each other. So around 4% deaths they happen. Infant mortality rate is about 4%, and early stage deliveries are about 12%. This is the case both in South Africa and India. So we had common problem, and that's why we wanted to work around it. So these are the definitions of preterm. So actually the baby should be born in 37th or 38th week. But what happens, some of the babies, they are born in 28th week. That is called extreme preterm. 28 to 32, very preterm. 32 to 33, moderate preterm. Late preterm. 34 to 36, and preterm is less than 37 weeks. It's called preterm. Okay. Our research focus was on up to 4 weeks after the childbirth. That's around a month, and 9 months inside the mother's womb. So we had this total period of 300 days, including the gestation period. That was our focus. Okay, we published a paper on this. You can see here. This paper was published in a conference in Finland, actually, Helsinki, called HWID, along with the students. So certain apps were studied. So we had this MyPremi, Neonat, then Neo Diagnosis, OVA Parenting, such kind of apps were there. So you can see here, we studied those apps, we did reviews. All the apps were multi-functionality apps for mothers and physicians. These apps had no SOS or panic button and support for mother's health. They were downloaded only in thousands, so they were not quite popular among the users. And then certain features, you can see calculator for adjusted age and drug dosage, that was provided. Then infant good tracking was provided. There was user's guide, and medical term illustrations were also there. So this was we interviewed 19 mothers actually from 2 hospitals in Pune. So it was in both English as well as Marathi. Okay. So this paper was published in Interact in 2020 in Cyprus. Okay. This was user persona of an Indian mother for neonat babies. So you can see this is the mother's persona. So typically mother persona has a research goal. So basically to study the user experience of the mothers of neonats during hospitalization. Demographic information, we tried to find out, the demographic information like location. So normally mothers which are admitted in the hospitals, they are semi-urban. Their age is around 25. Females, they are home. Most of them, to our surprise, were homemakers. Okay, during the pregnancies, they have left the job. Educational level, they were graduates. Okay, they were married around 21 years. Most of them have non-veg diet, and their BMI was distorted. Okay, it was not in the healthy range of 18 to 25, and they had certain challenges that their babies were preterm, so they had the fear of neonatal death, baby's death. They were in unfamiliar environment. They had a lot of mental, physical stress. They have the issues with child safety, breastfeeding. They have to do the breastfeeding every 3 hours. They have to maintain the BMI. Okay, like that. A lot of things were there. So they had certain challenges and issues. They had source of information. So they had certain sources like physicians, counseling by physicians. That was a very important source for them. Interacting with nurses. Then messengers and online blogs were referred by them. and mothers, relatives, and friends. They were also sources of information. Certain facts that we observed: more visits to pediatrician than gynecologist. They communicate physicians in person. They were not using YouTube for the awareness of pregnancy and infant care. Okay, they are not using any of the healthcare apps. Okay, they neither ordered any medicine on mobile phone. So this was the understanding about mothers, and this was the app. So this was a neonate mom app. You can see the logo. There was a login screen, and then you go to the home screen. Okay, so it had growth tracking, guide, experience sharing, and setting. So growth tracking. So growth tracking is of two types. One is called adjusted age, and the other one is called body size measurement. Adjusted age is basically the age, the real age. Okay, so since the baby is preterm, you have to adjust its age. Okay, by number of months, it is outside instead of being in the mother's womb. Now, body size measurements, the baby is measured in terms of head size, body length, and body weight. Okay, experience sharing, video report, forums, physicians experiences. Now, head size were typically 12 to 15 inches. That should be the circumference of the baby's head. Body length 18 to 20 inches. Body weight 5 to 8 pounds. Then certain medical terms were presented. NICU equipments were introduced. FAQs were provided, and there was sign up. So physician could, sign into the. There was administrator, mother, and the nurse. Okay. So this was very interesting app, and we could complete this with the help of Bharati Hospital as well as University of Cape Town. I was fortunate to visit this University of Cape Town, as well as in the earlier app I visited Kampala, Uganda. University of Kampala, okay, which is the capital city of Uganda. The next study, usability evaluation of tourism icons, Encyclopedia of Information Science. So this study was conducted in 2014. We evaluated the website of Government of India for study of icons. Okay. So study of icons is called semiotic, signs and symbols. There are three types of icons: indices, and symbols. If you see what you mean, that means home is shown, and if it is called home, we call it icon. If you want to show education, now you cannot show education that way. Indirectly you show it using some educational material like a degree cap or a degree. Okay, we call it index. And symbol has nothing to do with what you see, with what you show, what you mean. So that's called symbol. Now, one study that you can see here is of tourism icons. Now, these are the tourism icons. Okay. I want, can you identify these icons? Which states they belong to? Okay. So, you have first column, you have second column. You have to identify the state particular icon shows. These are tourism icons. These are the Department of Tourism of different states, and their logos are presented here. So you have first column, you have second column. So if you want, so can somebody tell me which icons you can identify? You have to identify a state looking at icon, tourism icon. Can somebody do that for me? Hello? Any icon you can identify? Second left. Okay. In the first column, second one is Gujarat. Right. Why it is Gujarat? Because lion. You know the Gir forest is there in Gujarat. Okay, where lions are there. It is the only place outside Africa where lions are there. And that they are in Gujarat. So people go there and visit to see lions. And that's why lion is a very important animal. And that is associated with Gujarat. And that's why lion is shown in the tourism icon of Gujarat, right? Any other icon? Oh, Anand Kumar. Anand Kumar, thank you very much. Nice answer. Anybody else? Can anybody else answer? Any other icon you can identify? Which is Jammu and Kashmir? Location, second column. Hello? Can you tell me? Jammu Kashmir, basically second column, fourth is Jammu Kashmir, right? Second column, fourth one, because there is a Shikara you can see, the boat. And that tells you that it is Jammu and Kashmir. Any other? Again, Anand Kumar. Thank you, Anand, for showing your interest. Any other? Okay, we'll see them. The first one is Bihar. It's a Bodh Gaya tree. Second one is Gujarat. You are already. Third one is very interesting. It's Haryana. It is peacock, but this is not a bird actually. It is a lake which looks like a peacock in Haryana, and that's why it is actually shown in the icon. The third one in Himachal Pradesh. You can see the Himalayan mountains and the pine trees and the caves, moon and the sun. That's Himachal Pradesh. Sikkim. Okay, this is one you can say some bamboo design is there, which is Sikkim. Then you have Nagaland. This is bamboo hut in Nagaland. Then you have Kerala, which is very confusing with Goa and some other states. You have Rajasthan, and you can see here, to your surprise, this is not a palace. It is a train actually. A train called Palace on Wheels. Okay, that's Rajasthan. You have already identified Jammu and Kashmir, and then you have Tamil Nadu. That's a royal umbrella of Tanjore. Okay. So you do semiotic analysis. Semiotic analysis is basically semantic, certain questions which are related to what you see, certain questions which are related to what you mean, and then there are certain questions which are related to a context. Basically, will the person able to see the icon? What is the preferred position on the screen of that icon? Does the icon remain same or visible throughout the operation? Such kind of questions are asked for its context. You can see lexical analysis of this. Based on that, you can identify it to be. So all of them are indices because you cannot show any tourism icon. As such, tourism is not a thing. So you have to show it using something. So all these icons are of types index. Okay. So first is a Bodh Gaya people tree. Second one is a lion's face. Third one is a peacock animal and the lake. Like that we have already identified. Okay. We'll move on to the next one. Yeah. So basically we conducted a user survey. For your information, we require minimum 30 users to conduct a user survey. Okay, this is a public domain e-governance application. That's why we try to conduct more and more. We contacted 120, but we could get only 81 valid users answering it. You can see the breakup. So most of them were around 55% of them were between 21 to 35, but we tried to get to all age groups. Similarly, we were trying to get to different types of users. So we have central government, state government employees, private sector employees, okay, public sector employees, academicians, students, politicians, social worker, NGO members, everybody. We tried to get to around 15 Indian states along with some foreigners also in this 21, though it is biased to Maharashtra because the survey was conducted in Maharashtra. So this kind of sampling we call convenient sampling, okay, where there is some amount of bias. So this was the information which was collected from the user: name, designation, organization, age, nationality, purpose, okay, type of response, which languages they know, what type of user it is. Okay. Now this is called test without context. Only icon you show to the user and try to identify it, called test without context. You show the whole screen and you try to try the user, ask the user to identify it. It's called test with context. Okay. So you can see the result. Exactly same. Only icon is shown, Gujarat and Jammu Kashmir. Those icons were well accepted icons. Everybody was able to identify them. Okay. Now the Himachal Pradesh, Rajasthan and Tamil Nadu, they were identified along with their websites. Okay. So they are well understood icons. And the icons like Bihar, Haryana, Sikkim, Nagaland, Kerala, they were difficult to understand. They were failed icons. Okay. And the last case study that we are going to discuss is animal computer interaction. It's a summer school on animal centric computing. I attended the summer school, which was hosted by Leti, one organization in St. Petersburg, Russia, and University of Haifa of Israel. Okay. And the case studies were involved ducks, horses, gorillas, goats, eagles, monkeys, and pigs. So you can see here, this is Nottingham Trent University, user interaction with gorillas. They are studying with gorillas. You can see here, if the touch screen is presented to gorillas, they will break the touch screen. That's why the fence was put, and you can see the gorilla can now just touch the screen, barely touch the screen. Okay, they cannot actually break the screen. Okay, this was experiment. Then bird nest and navigational studies with eagles and hawks. That was conducted, I think, in Germany. Then you had this radio collar and belt to monitor the health of the dogs. It's called FitBar. This case study was from US. Then there was a case study of GPS collars to monitor migration and health of horses. That was in Netherlands. Then this interaction with cats. Certain geometric shapes were presented to cats and they were able to identify some of them. So this kind of study was conducted in one of the university in Europe. The navigational lanes for ducks. If ducks are presented with colors and shapes and navigational lanes, they follow the traffic rules. That was observed in Netherlands. So animal computer interaction, this was a summer school that I attended. It was very interesting. And then we started with the animal and bird, projects. The first project we did was this smart bird nest. Now we have applied for National Geographic. We have published a couple of papers on that. So we have a bird nest. Okay, we have prepared a bird nest and it has certain sensors. So it has an exit enter sensor. So you can always find out whether the bird is inside or the bird has left, or the temperature, humidity, all these kind of. Apart from the camera is put to find out whether the bird has laid eggs or something like that. So this kind of study was conducted and we have applied to National Geographic recently. So these are some of the societies which are very famous, and if you are interested, you can join them. So HCI is the most famous. We have received a lot of funds from HCI. We have received funds from IFIP, Indian Society of Ergonomics. So IFIP is like IEEE of Europe, International Federation of Information Processing. Work group 13 is for HCI. It has a lot of work groups in software engineering, AI, and like that. Then User Experience Professional Association. This is for people from the industry. They join them. EIT Health. This is European Institute of Technology. It's like IIT, but they have the specializations like food technology, health, okay, digitization, climate change. These are the specializations. Accessibility Professionals Association. These are some of the associations which are very. So I have been member of CCI. I have been member of IFIP. I am actually vice president of IFIP, and then I'm member of Indian Society of Ergonomics. Center of Excellence in HCI. So we had been we started our research in 2007. We established our Center of Excellence in March 2018. We had a lot of entrants. This is little old data now. This number of internships has gone to 50. Number of placements have gone to 25. Okay. Patents, we have 3 patents. We had only one app, I Plus Online. We had book publications. We have 7 books. Number of paper publications have gone to 60. Best research paper about 1. International workshop organized. This month only we are organized one workshop in Jordan on 5th June. We had 1 nomination for national award. Number of research grants we got 4, and number of travel grants are around 20. Recently, this year only we had been to Sri Lanka. Now, the first batch, these 2 photographs we went to Bangladesh actually. Recently, we had been to Sri Lanka this year. We had a plan to we had a plan to visit Jordan, but it has been postponed because of the warlike situation in Jordan. So we will have that particular event online on 5th of June. These are some of the books that we have published. 3-4 books are in publication mode now. More. These are the research or travel grants we have got. SICAI, IP, EIT Health, African Academy of Sciences, Indian Alliance, then Binus University, Aban Saber, IPID, this is Swedish organization, BCUD, University of Pune, we got the grants from these guys. These are the countries we have visited up till now. Even Sri Lanka must be added into it, we have not added. So we had been to Europe. Can anybody identify these countries? Hello. So we got the grants. We got the grant for SICAI, we got the grant for EIT, IFIT, IIT Bombay, VIT Pune, SICAI, TechUI, Binus University, SICAI, African Academy of Sciences, IPID. Can somebody identify countries here? Which is the first one? One of them is Kenya, definitely. Which is the Kenya? Second, which others you can identify? These are the countries. In fact, we visited thrice to Germany. Second one is Sweden. Sorry, you got Ireland. Third one is Ireland. Then you have Cyprus. Then Finland. Then UK, we visited couple of times to UK. And the last one is Denmark. Then in Asia, we have Bangladesh, Hong Kong, Indonesia. And the last one, which is not included, is Sri Lanka. In Africa, we have South Africa. The second one is Kenya. And the last one is Uganda. These countries we have visited along with students. These are some of the people who have contributed to our work. So we have people from CDAC, Bharati Hospital, IIT Bombay. Then we have some people, some mentors from, couple of mentors from Africa and Europe, and some colleagues from Africa and some Asian colleagues. And obviously, I thank the VIT management, director, deans, heads, faculty members, UG, PG students at VIT Pune for support.